after show. So normally we do this thing whereby after every episode we do like a review of how the show was. We look at how many people were watching, how many people tuned in, all that, and a lot of other things. So our producer is just joining us right now, and there's something wrong with the network. I think so. Waiting. Everyone else will be rejoining shortly. I don't know. Oh, hey, why in the dark?
May even have the gown on, my guy.
I'm
I
telling
am ready
you,
to go
the
back
thing
to
you did
school.
with your mic, it's so bad.
I saw you can't hear me.
From a distance now, yeah. Martins,
Yes.
can you hear Martins and hear yourself? There's a big difference. Look at her in the dark,
Hi.
man. I don't understand why sis is so much like in the dark. Sorry?
Do I change the device on this microphone thingy?
Hey.
How does this
Hi.
work?
There's something wrong. Jessica, just log in with your phone, man. Did you like the cards popping up on the screen, by the way?
Yeah.
It was a good, huh?
Yeah, it was fantastic.
Yeah, at least and then you see, like, what was happening is when we were doing the show, my phone was ringing. So my friend texted me, put the number again.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah. So my friend was like, I kept on like hanging. I kept on hanging the
Uh-huh.
phone, but my friend is like, put the number on again. And I'm like, hey, okay.
Oh, that's
Wow.
nice.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, ish. Yeah.
Mi sasa sijui ni nini shida honestly.
You're using your phone, Amma?
No, my laptop. My phone imezima.
Okay, we can hear you. We can hear you from a distance. So ni sawa too. Uh-huh.
How did you find the episode?
Oh, for me, I love it. Trust me. I love it. Every day just gets bigger and better for me.
I like it too. I think we've gotten some new we've discovered something today.
Join.
And yeah, the processes
Yeah.
of parenting a child and what they
I
may
said
lead to as
rejoin.
an
Oh,
adult.
okay, already here. Okay.
Mimi, I've learned
No, 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 no,
something
no.
new.
Single parented group.
So something that maybe in the future we might want to
Akis, you're
explore.
making us be African moms who are like always like this on the nini. When you're talking to them via video, they're like, "Oh my!"
Are you serious?
That's how
Amniski
you're
bado?
making. See me and my like this.
Hamniski
You see,
bado?
someone even knew Martinez went like this.
Yeah, I was really struggling because she was saying something important.
And then you're like, "I'm a sim."
And now can you hear me now?
A little
Yeah,
better.
yeah.
Aya,
Hi.
sasa saizi nakwambia nimeshikilia kompyuta hivi ndo niongee. Hey, I don't understand.
Uh-huh.
My live guest was very, very happy so
Sorry.
far.
Your what?
Live guest.
Oh,
Really?
that's
Alisema
great.
I got a phone call during the show for someone telling me to put back the number on screen. Like, eka your number,
mm,
you know. I was like, hey, okay.
utamwambia
Huh?
angalie kwa single parenthood page. You can post it there.
Yeah, yeah.
Mm,
Mm.
I think
it's
it was
okay.
a
So
Uh-huh.
I think it was a great show. We had a few new realizations that we can try and explore further, maybe on different episodes, especially that the potty training one, and how to talk to communicate to
Bado.
your kids,
Bado.
the to communicate to you. I think that's something that we can explore further.
Okay.
Okay.
Conchita
Which is
mwambie
okay.
tu angoje kidogo.
Mi
Unajua
mi niko
Conchita
tu sawa.
anakujiwa 6:30.
As a
Anakujiwa
counselor,
6:30.
I'm okay.
Aha. Tuendelee.
Nilipelekwa lunch inaitwaje pale Emara. I made it in for the show. Guys, I got you. I don't see the second any woman attends. I got you.
You guys,
I'm doing bougie things, man. I only live once. I don't want to die
Yeah,
not living
yeah,
that.
yeah.
YOLO,
Absolutely.
YOLO.
Yeah.
And also, my daughter
Tuendelee.
is turning 8. You know how excited I am? This is her last weekend being 7 in her entire life. Like, she's turning 8. Like, guys, let me.
Uh,
Hurry.
no, you're not going to chase cake the way John King chased cake.
Yeah, John King mpaka nyuma ya fence.
Hata leo wameendea birthday ingine na nimeshawaambia. Wasikuje empty-handed. Otherwise my discipline will be instant. And
Okay.
I will remind them in the future.
Yeah.
Anyway, look, I think I really did enjoy. Not really. I think I actually did enjoy the show. There are a lot of learnings. I really learned a lot of things
Yeah.
from. I didn't know potty training can have an impact on social circles as well.
Ascending nigga. Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Ascending person.
Hmm?
Do you know how many single people I know? I'm like, you know what? To be honest, like, you know, what was the other word for mad? We were given a name for mad.
Multi-axial diagnosis.
Thank you. You know, I feel like the fact that you have multi what now? Multi axial.
You know, the last time you wrote this thing down.
I'm right at home, guys. So
I
I'm
don't
like, I
think
feel like the fact that
I don't think Conchita.
you have
I
a
don't
hard
think
deadline. I'm like, I feel like the fact that you have multi-axial diagnosis,
Yeah.
it's because, like, you know, you're not potty trained quite well, and this explains your situation right now. Because psychology says if you're not potty trained,
You can say that.
Oh my goodness. Ay. Conchita,
it's
this
over.
You cannot say that. It's not allowed.
Psychology says, you know, like if you're not potty trained, like, you know, I really don't understand what you're going through. To be honest, I understand why you have deep pockets and short hands. It's because potty training is very essential, you know, as a kid.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Could we say DJ CK wasn't potty trained properly?
may he rest in peace. But his potty training was bad.
Conchita wacha ufala. Yeah, so I enjoyed the show. I learned a lot. So I mean, it's very interesting to see, like, you know, potty training, for example, is an essential thing. You would potty train your child basically to get off your back with this issue of pampers and all the manner of things. It's a saving cost to a parent. I just didn't know that it has a social impact,
I
you know, into
know.
the
I was so
so
impressed with that.
makes me wonder, you know, what are some of the things that, you know, parents really need to teach children that has a very positive impact to them socially into the future, you know? Could there be maybe, what about bedwetting? Hii mambo ya bedwetting ni aje? Inaweza
Yeah.
saidia.
That is a condition.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mostly it falls towards it's a condition that children have. You'll find even there are adults who progress with the same condition to their adulthood. So for bedwetting, that's a condition.
So this is
Na
what I'm
kunyonya
thinking. I'm thinking. Sorry, John, can you say? John,
Conchita.
umeendea keki tena? Huyu ameendea yake, anabuli mtoto wake ampatie
No,
keki.
niko hapa nauliza na kunyonya kidole.
Yeah, that one comes from oral stage.
Oh my goodness, I had a girlfriend mwenye alikuwa ananyonya kidole usiku.
Hey, John King, you get it. Huh? We need you to give us your dating background.
I'm telling you, I'm about to decode this thing called women. I'm about to decode it. Very soon I'm publishing.
Also, but when you so I need to see your face to be funnier. Like so, mwanzako girlfriend alikuwa ananyonya kidole. At what stage?
Parent stage wewe unasema hata mama kabisa mama ule mwenye anaweza simama women rep hii Kenya na kuwe kura na women wa entrust na their issues as a nation ananyonya kidole usiku.
Na mbona hiyo shida yake ni nini?
We found it weird. How did you find it?
Manze wacha tu.
That's what I'm saying.
Hata kama watu wanasema eti love beauty is from inside. Nonsense and all those things you need to overlook.
Yeah.
Sorry, but it's a potty training.
But you see, this is what I was thinking. I was thinking we need to have. I was thinking after this week, the other one, the one on the I think should be on the 7th, on the 7th or 10th that weekend. We can be able to have my teens to talk about this kind of like behaviors, like we can tackle a few things that most have issues with, Then we can be able to know like ilikuwa affected because from childhood this and this never happened. That way people may be able to know. Bure kutakuwa na dem mwingine tu hapo hivyo ananyonya kidole kama hata apata anana standing boyfriend like kin apate mwingine hapo mwenye atamwambia kutumia that against them. So
it's so sexy, I tell you.
Because I'm attracted na wewe kwenda unanyonyanga hata kidole. You understand? To avoid such kind of situation whereby, like people need to understand like what stage they miss, I think that's okay. John King, kulendaje sasa? Sana venye break up. What is the breakup line?
Wacha before that. Wacha tu niulize Martins before the show for next week. I'd rather embarrass myself now. Swali ni umeshajipata wewe ni mtu stingy. The problem was potty training. Sasa, how do you resolve this thing? How do you come a problem with
potty training nicely?
I think I should not have gone public with that.
Yes.
It's no longer their fault.
Unaweza rectify hiyo kweli Martins?
It depends. It depends with how if the person is not seeing it as an issue, then you cannot do anything about it. So it depends with the person. Yeah.
I was about to say it depends with whether you started using a toilet or the bush. It depends.
Ukiguzanga kwa Guinness kako unakwanga na ujinga by the way.
Huyu ashatuacha.
Acha
potty training, consider, let's be serious. There are people who use the bush, there are people who use the toilet, there are people who use the latrine, and there are people who use the potty.
I really can't judge these people, John King, because like part of my childhood, I grew up in Ukambani. What has happened?
So you did the bush. You did the bush.
So I have lived in Ukambani, and but I thank God, I think by that time nilikuwa nisha kwa potty train, lakini sasa unajua pale kwenye bush saa zingine unakuwa
uko na ujinga sana. Anyway.
But I really like today's episode, to be honest. I enjoyed it. I really enjoyed it. Like apart from the hiccup in the beginning, I enjoyed it. And my goodness, Martins, you are just amazing. Lakini Martins, acha nikwambie utapata kwenye nataka tukukatia. So be ready for that. Oh no, I don't have an issue, but can we just go for lunch?
Talk about it over lunch.
So,
Hmm?
be prepared. Mm.
Director, how was it for?
Yeah.
We gotta come up.
I have an
We gotta
I
come
have an
up.
idea.
We gotta come up. Hey,
Yeah.
hey, we gotta come up. Woohoo. Hey, hey, I cannot. Hi,
You know,
unajonga
That's
senses.
good.
the best
I
thing.
didn't produce of hours. She'd be like,
That's amazing.
what?
I
I'm
have
a
I
drink
have a
that.
What was
suggestion.
that?
I have a suggestion.
Mm.
Huh?
Tita, you
I have
finished
a
that
suggestion.
wine.
I
King.
can't believe you have not even finished the wine. Look at where it is. It's just
Ashamaliza
right here.
huyo. Amemaliza.
Z, lakini sasa
Oh.
niongeze. Sorry
King
guys,
hasn't
that you're saying
I have a suggestion.
bougie people shit.
Yeah, I have two. Number one, Conchita, next week, please, can you be at the original set and then leave later or come earlier?
Unaona enemy of progress, sweetie.
I know, I
Haujaona
know,
hata outfit yangu vizuri John King.
I
Look
know,
at
I'm
my outfit.
suffering.
yake ilikuwa mbaya leo.
Look at my outfit, John King. Like,
I,
let me prosper.
I am aware,
Nini?
I am aware, I am aware I'm suffering, but and you're enjoying and having a thing for now. But it's okay. Just
Na
please
yuko
be on a
Basha.
good network.
Oh.
Number two, when I went to the hospital last week, when Conchita was talking about, oh no, Martini was talking about teenagehood starting as early as 9, I was actually told the way the child is growing morphologically, the bone density increases, the changes are changing, it might come earlier. So
Yeah.
you can
Than
imagine my
9 years.
situation at 9 years. I want to start thinking about talking about sex and talking about menses and
Yeah.
talking about all manner of things,
Yep.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Things have changed. Before you would expect around about age of 15, moving
Yeah.
forward, that's when things start happening. These days they're starting at the age of 9, age of 8. Conchita, I'm
Yeah.
sorry. This
Sorry,
is
I
this
know,
is-
I know whatever it is that you're saying is important, but let me tell you, my mother sent me a picture of like, my daughter's hair being done. Look at my daughter's hair, you guys. This is her birthday. I'm like, my
oh,
styles, my styros.
really beautiful, nice,
Yeah.
nice.
Ha.
She's playing, is it?
Huyo anaanza adolescence akiwa 8 years.
Ah, wait, karibu ni mwage wine. Don't do that to
So,
me. Excuse me. Hi, listen. One
I'm
photo at a
not
time.
supposed to kumsema,
Jesus.
bro. Baby,
lady.
these
Cha.
are young adults now. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
So listen,
You can carry on.
imagine in today's world whereby you're raising a child by yourself or children by yourself, and you're faced with these kind of situations. All of a sudden, a child that you're expecting, you start planning for tampons and pads at the age of 13 in terms of money. Now you are shocked with 9. You are not even planned for it. I'm just playing with that analogy. But again, you see, how to deal with that kind of a situation and understanding, communicating that. And, for the pediatrician, on one hand, what I
Amemaliza
learned when I
mtoto
went to the hospital
permanent from
is
the
that
direct.
he has this knowledge about different kind of changes morphologically happening within the body that a parent should be aware about. Like, for example, my daughter was diagnosed recently with, was it low calcium or iron? Or low calcium. Yeah. And also, you see, the thing is, her hips have started kind of changing. The body is changing. So the density is increasing. So you need to
Mm.
increase certain dietary
Food.
requirements,
Yeah.
right?
Mm.
And then you combine that now with the different kind of training and the psychological aspect of this kind of training, that the impact it has to the child in terms of growth and development. Yeah, I don't know whether you guys are getting where I'm going with it.
Yeah. In
Is that
fact,
a
I
misunderstanding?
think you're incorporating it so well.
Oh, okay. Thank
Yeah,
you.
when you bring the stages and you bring the intensity, the bone intensity, and all this, I think it's
Yeah,
yeah.
Bas,
which is
sisi
okay.
tutafutia pediatrician mwanaume.
You know any pediatrician that you can be able to talk to?
I thought
Who?
Yeah, John.
Have a
Jen said he's bringing someone.
How much?
Well,
Sorry.
I took his number. I took his number and I
Okay.
told him about what we do. So he was interested, but I just need to find out whether he'll be available.
Just can conclude. I have to run somewhere.
Yeah,
Okay.
me too. I'm out here at
I'm
the code like
sorry.
80 weeks.
Yes.
Sisi
Niko
conclude.
starehe, guys. Come on. Let Mama Aria enjoy, like it's her daughter's birthday will come.
Go enjoy, because
Like,
you know you have a young adult.
ah, you have to ruin it for me now. Ah,
We have a teenager.
bang.
Why?
Aish. Wacha nisip kwa
I think
sababu uko na heritage wewe. Kwanza juu umeniambia hivyo, ulivunjiwa TV. We are equal now.
akiwalai TV hata ifanyi kazi, but it's okay. We move on. We shall get another one. At least
Let's
akwa
do
light.
it, guys. Do it.
All right. So we conclude it like that.
Yeah, that's okay. Martin, so I will constantly put the number on screen every single episode that we have in case there's anyone who needs us. And I also put the number on my WhatsApp says. So far I
Yeah.
have since I put it this one, I have 184 people who have viewed the so it's okay. I'm sure from that they'll be fine.
Let me conclude this meeting. Martin, thank you so much for having us and coming on board to our show. Oi, oneni venye mneka maskio. Thank you so much for
Kizungu
thank you
umetoa
so much
yote.
for coming through. I think Conchita King and myself will have to discuss about next week's episode so that in totality we have something solid.
Mm.
Because
Okay.
also from the same conversation that we've had with Martins, there are things that are cropped up but that I think we need to address. And it would be something that is not as serious as the psychological effects of something to put the fun in, parenthood. Well, I'm not so sure if it's fun, but it's challenging, and it's something that we can explore further. So maybe we can discuss that, at a sidebar. But for now, Martins, thank you so much. Let me wrap up. Endelee kukunywa. Conchita, go. Endelea na sherehe yako. Acha mimi nirudi
All
kulala.
right. Okay.
It's been
So,
real. See you guys
all
Thank
later.
right.
you.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.